Saravigard?
Welcome to Zarovets, the main fortress of the medieval Bulgarian capital, Turnovo.
We're Jordan and Emily. In March of 2022, we quit our jobs to travel the world full time. Last time you saw us, we had one of the biggest days of our road trip. By driving from Plovdiv to Veliko Trnovo, we saw the UFO of Bulgaria, had lunch on the side of the highway, and froze at the Shipka Monument.
Holy shit, it's really cold.
We've scheduled ourselves 2 days to explore here and started the brisk morning in the centre of the old town.
It's cold.
It's literally 0 degrees.
Yeah, when we say freezing, it's freezing. But we are in pretty much the middle of Veliko Trnovo, which means we didn't have to have a long walk in today.
Which might have been nice, actually. It would have warmed us up.
It might have been good, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it. There are positive and negatives of being right in the middle of the centre. For example, this is our car. Doesn't look as bad right now, but this parking lot is 100% full, and these small lanes that you have to drive up are...
And they're like one way and super steep and really cobblestoney. I don't know how you got up here. We were struggling for a long time, to be honest.
A lot of the reviews of the place we're staying were like, yeah, great place, but like, you can't drive there. I parked way down the hill.
And just walked.
We didn't see those reviews until we got up. And then it's a one way and you can't really back down, but there's some tight streets.
A lot of cats. Saying that in Veliko Trnovo there's 3 directions: up, down, and through the stairs.
And right down the stairs, like I don't want to get too tour guidey here, but it's the oldest street in Veliko Trnovo, and it was named after a Russian general who came here and helped free the Bulgarians from the Turks. There is so much history here, it's going to be really hard to not go into tour guide mode. Because it's so interesting.
It's so pretty and autumnal, like it's obviously freezing cold, but all the flowers are still out, but all the trees are changing colours. We've been here for how long now, like in Bulgaria, and I can't get over the trees. And a brown tree doesn't sound like it should be very pretty.
It is.
I'm obsessed.
And the oldest street obviously is the most beautiful street. Of course it is.
It's like a fairy tale. It's honestly like stepping back in time. If you put me here and told me this was the town that like Beauty and the Beast or like Disney movies were based off of, I would 100% believe you. It's that cute, quaint and picturesque.
That is one of the important monuments that we are going to see today, but that's a little bit of a while away. I'm not even sure how to get there right now. these houses are so packed together. The joke is that when you raise chickens, you raise them on your neighbour's roof. Look at this. Makes a lot of sense. But apparently these look really small, but they go quite deep. So they go quite far underground. They're actually big houses.
But they look so tiny because on this level it just looks like it's a one-story house. But really it's like a cliff on the other side and it goes 3 deep. This street and town is just so Disney-esque and cute and quaint. I love it. Everyone has like vine leaves growing over, and our tour guide from Rila Monastery told us that that's so they can make homemade wine or rakia. Super cute, but we've got to make a move because we want to get to the fortress when it opens.
This is a little bit of the cornerstone of Velika Turnova. It's the fortress that's been here for hundreds of years. Again, don't want to get too tour guidey, but it's pretty hard to resist.
It costs 10 lev each to get in, and the security guard was really nice. He was like, "Where are you from?" We said Australia. He was like, "Oh, kangaroos." It's a cool castle. It's in like a V shape, the fortress, which is really unique. So when you're walking down from town, you can see both sides like split out. No wonder it was such a like stronghold for them. It's like up on the top of the mountain, surrounded by rivers. Be impossible to get up here.
Be so hard to try and take the castle.
I think
guess-
we can do it. Oh, well. How do you say the word? Saravigurd?
Welcome to Zarovets, the main fortress of the medieval Bulgarian capital, Turnovo.
I love it. I don't have to be a tour guide at all. We'll just use all that audio.
We
It's
heard
great.
that there wasn't much information here, but literally I was just asking Jordan how you pronounce the place we were at.
And then he said it.
He said it. Really, really cool.
All right, let's explore all the things he said.
Welcome to Zarovets, the main fortress of the medieval Bulgarian capital, Turnovo. From 1185 for 2 centuries, it was the center of spiritual and political life of the Second Bulgarian Kingdom. Archaeological studies have revealed the remains of 470 residential buildings, public buildings, 23 churches and 4 monasteries. The palace of the Bulgarian kings and the patriarchal complex are situated in the central part of the fortress.
One thing the perfectly timed voiceover didn't mention is that they have light shows here. So there's massive lights that are spread around the whole castle, and it happens about once a week. They light up the castle. There's like dramatic music and lasers, and it's supposed to tell the story of Velika Turnova and kind of Bulgaria's history and how tumultuous and pretty crazy it was.
The restored southeastern cupola, also known as the Baldwin Tower, associated with the name of the Latin Emperor Baldwin of Flanders, who was captured by Tsar Kalian in the Battle of Adrianople in 1205, and who, according to the legend, died in the tower. In the tower, over the small gate, known as Aseneva, the life of the warriors who defended the capital Turnovo is recreated. Here you can see reconstructions of different medieval weapons: spears, shields, swords, helmets, crossbow, and a scaffold to implement the death penalty.
Oh. Whoa, that's heavy. How did they get anything done? Do you feel safe if I'm looking after you?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go to war. This cat is full on obsessed with us. He's been waiting for us at the bottom of the tower.
And as soon as we start moving, He's trying to be cool about it though. He's like, oh, you guys are going that way? Me too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just happen to be going that way, so if you guys are, I guess we can walk like together. This started as a joke, but legitimately a different group of people have walked past him and he's just waited for us. It's so cute. I love it. He's our cat now. We've decided to name him Bolgi after Bulgaria, and also because he's a bit bulky.
I assume this was like a walled city, like a protected fortress city, because all of these ruins look like they're the size of houses, like they wouldn't be much more than houses, and the streets look like suburb streets. It's very cool.
It's so pretty here. All of the trees are changing to the autumnal colours that I am just obsessed with. One of the weird things is there's not very many like information plaques or anything. I'm pretty sure you can hire a guide, but that very well-timed voiceover covered a lot of it anyway, so at least we got something. We have made it to the far end of the fortress, which is where the execution rock is, and I didn't realise it was like a Lion King rock that they used to execute people on. Hanging. Wait, so they chopped their head off?
Huh.
They just pushed them over?
Yeah.
Harsh.
Cool. We lost Bolgi. He might turn up again, but he's gone for now.
Officially catless.
The Patriarchal Church of the Ascension, which is located on the highest point of Zarevets Hill, was destroyed during the conquest of Turnovo by the Turks in 1393. Today, in the restored memorial, monumental contemporary murals represent the rise of the political and cultural development of medieval Bulgaria. The palace complex, surrounded by an inner stone wall, consisted of the throne hall, the palace church, and royal chambers.
It's 10:30 and we've just seen our first like massive tour group, school group, whatever it is, so we're going to quickly go in the church before they get here. Wow, that's such a weird church. The artwork inside is extremely like, it's not graphic, but it's very striking and like dramatic. It's really catching, and I think because it's all dark and somber in there, it just like overwhelms you with like a heavy emotion almost.
And I think being in there by ourselves really helps. We've seen some videos on YouTube of people that are like
Jam-packed.
absolutely packed in there like sardines, and it just doesn't look the same. So we must have got lucky beating those tour groups.
I don't think it would give you the same feeling either. It's a very particular art style.
It's very unusual. I don't think I've seen anything like that.
Only in Bulgaria.
Very cool.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. That was really cool, but it's not even the main thing. I think it's debatable. Like, it might be the main thing, but it's definitely not the first thing you see when you go to Velika Turnova.
That's that sword.
First thing is a monument that sits literally in the center, and wherever you're getting a view, wherever you like kind of find a little niche in between buildings, you can see it.
What's it called?
It's a monument to Asen,
It's like 4 horses and a sword.
And we're going there now.
And we just missed not 1 but 2 massive tour groups.
Again, really hard to stop with the history. We've just crossed the bridge. We've got to the monument. It's the Asen monument, so it's dedicated to the Asen brothers who overthrew the Byzantine rule here. From what I read, pretty much Byzantium had a very strong grip on the whole country, and then they tried to raise the imperial taxes, and the brothers were like, nah. So there was a full revolt and they took over.
Wow.
Now it's a massive sword with the brothers surrounding it on their horses.
Looks like he's trying to be Spider-Man with that logo on his chest. Somewhere over here there is a hotel that has a really good view of this monument, and they have really cheap beers. So I think we're gonna go there. It's crazy to me how clear the sky is and how warm it is now, considering how freezing cold we were this morning. There's not a cloud in the sky.
So to finish our day in Velika Tarnovo, we have come to the same place that we started when we got in a few days ago and got a traditional local Velika Tarnovo beer, which we've not tried yet.
What's it called?
It's called something I pronounced perfectly just a second ago, but I only had one, so done. It's really nice. Tomorrow we're jumping back in the car, going all the way to the coast to Varna. Always been tap, tap, tapping on the glass, waiting through the window home.